cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Outcast, minus the flutes, Andre. Welcome back, YouTube. Today we are hitting some legs, a little late night leg workout because had a machine delivery that I had to take care of and put together. So may use it today, not sure, we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna crush some hamstrings to get started, hit some quads, some glutes, some adductors, all the good stuff. That felt really strong. So we'll keep the weight there, see if we can stay in that 8 to 12 range, and then drop it down and just burn it out. Had to buckle in for that one. We'll drop the weight and kind of pump this one out to failure. Just a precaution so we can pump it out. Hamstrings feeling really good. We'll get some quads and then we'll inevitably be back. See you tomorrow? Of course, man. All right, buddy. Have a good night. She ate 3 that night. I think she didn't want to admit that she liked them, you know, because I told her I liked them more than Mexican tamales, and she was like, I can't believe you. Knees a little less warm than previous weeks. Probably also because I'm just jumping into heavier weights and not spending as much time doing a lot of knee warm up. Wanted to kind of just see how the pendulums felt today without leg extensions. Obviously, I really like leg extensions. I would do them all day if I could, all day, every day. But they're not really in my program right now. So I'm trying to follow the rules as much as possible. But we'll probably sneak some in towards the end. Feeling good. Second set felt really good. Just gotta remember to pause and get to lockout at the top. A lot of the debate on should you lock out, should you go full range of motion, all this stuff. Really, to me, locking out for movements is about consistency, making sure your starting position is the same every single time. Locking out at the top of a squat, for example, setting your knees in place, setting your pelvis in place, and then making sure your pelvis is aligned by squeezing your glutes, and then returning back down. Not a bad idea. Let's go. Push it, last set. A lot of times when you're really fatiguing from a set, you're gonna wanna think, stay at the top, rest. And that's okay sometimes, but what I like to teach people, what I like to think myself is, go again before you're ready. Your mind's gonna tell you, you're not ready yet, you're not ready yet. Take another breath, wait another second. It's like if you're gonna count 3, 2, 1, you're not waiting on go, you're going at 2. Push yourself. You're capable of more than your mind allows you. New toy here at Adapt. Long overdue, really. But finally got a Smith machine, put it together today. And gonna take it for a light spin just because shiny, new, used, but shiny new toy here in the gym. So also it's my responsibility to test drive things before I let other people use them, you know. It's like when you're ordering some food and your mom kind of tells you, hey, we need to check this to make sure it's not poisonous. My job. We knew that was gonna be easy. I haven't squatted in about 2 months, so I really like that. Felt really good. The late night sessions turn the shortness of breath into yawns, so forgive me because I know they're contagious. not bad for, again, not squatting for 2, maybe even 3 months. And Smith machine squats have been probably over a year. Feels smooth. Could definitely have gone heavier, could definitely have gone more narrow, but post pendulum squats and still wanna save some in the tank for some leg extensions. We'll take a little break from quads, get some hamstrings, adductors, and then finish with some leg extensions. Whew. Adductors, I've kind of changed the way that I've trained them based on advice from my coach, thinking a lot more just activation, injury prevention. Of course, I want to stimulate them, but as long as I can maintain smooth tempos, not use momentum, not try to speed up tempo as I fatigue. So weight-wise, gone down and haven't really been able to increase, make big strides week after week, but the activation's feeling better despite the weight not necessarily increasing. Was able to make a solid weight jump there, up 15 pounds. But yeah, the jumps will be a little bit less aggressive for this movement. But adductors have never felt this good before. We'll get one more set here and then we'll jump into some more hamstring work. Flying solo today, so probably gonna end up on the seated leg curl again as opposed to the dumbbell lying leg curl variation that I've been doing lately. Really, it's just the last piece. So everything else that we've ordered or want to order is here. The gym is near complete. Yeah, just hoping to scavenge through the scrap piles and find a lying leg curl that I like. Oh, slow it down. Just another day on the grind. I love what I do. every part of it. Hardest part of really everything is stopping and smelling the roses and being proud of where you're at, even if it's not where you're trying to end up. You know, so many times in life, you chase a dream, it may not work out, or it just may not work out exactly how you expect. And then sometimes, of course, you do far more than you ever expected, and for some reason, you're still not happy. Fortunate for me, I'm in the latter category where I never thought 7-8 years ago that I would have gotten this far, have a gym like I do, train some of the people that I train. It's really easy sometimes to be so aspirational that you lose sight of, again, how far you've come, and to be grateful for what you have, the people in your life, the people you're able to work with, my staff, my clients, people in the community. It's just, it is far better than I could have ever imagined, but still room to grow. So, yeah, thank you. Admittedly experimental there. I don't have a lying leg curl, as I've kind of bitched and moaned about for several months now on these videos, but trying to kind of replicate it with a seated leg curl and kind of just keeping my hips as extended as possible. So kind of leaning back, lifting my hips off and trying to drive down, kind of like a inverted lying leg curl, as if you're laying on your back and kicking your legs down as opposed to laying on your stomach and kicking your legs up. Admittedly, it feels different. It doesn't feel the same as a lying leg curl, but at least it does feel different than a seated leg curl. Different isn't always good. We'll play with it a little bit more because we've already done this, and just see how it feels. When I say it feels different, definitely seated leg curls in a hip flex position feel a lot of lower hamstring insertion. As I shift my hips up, I definitely feel it higher into the middle of the hamstring. I don't know, could be bullshit, could be placebo, could be just that my lower insertions aren't firing anymore. Could be a combination of everything. Back to the quads. So again, quads are supposed to be done by now, but I'm gonna sneak in a couple sets of leg extensions just because they really help my knees stay healthy, feel really good. Yeah, honestly, I just really like them. So with only one quad day a week, I don't think it's overkill to sneak in a little extra here for some isolated rectus femoris work. Cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Outcast, minus the flutes, Andre. Yeah, we'll call it there. It's been a long day, but everything's feeling really good. The mentality I've always kind of had, you just gotta be able to push it, whatever's relative to you, work really hard, proximity to failure, desired rep ranges, desired intensities, and just go in and have fun and push it hard all the time, as hard as you can. Auto-regulate it. If you don't feel great that day, go as hard as you can. If you feel really great, go as hard as you can. Your body will keep the score. Your body will tell you when to quit, tell you when to slow down. But let's get a little peek, see how things are looking with an end of the day post-leg pump check, and then go get some more food, rinse off, take Odin for a quick little walk, and get to bed. Whew. Quads, getting pretty pumped. Whew. Yeah, so not much left to say really. Got the Smith machine, pretty excited about that. Nutrition's been on point. Meal prep has been replicable, easy, keeping things real simple. Breakfast in the morning, a little bit of oatmeal, eggs, pre-workout, chicken, rice, vegetables. Post-workout, banana, maybe some oatmeal or some, I think I'm doing cream of wheat right now. A little bit later after that, chicken, rice, vegetables, and then last meal of the day will be some beef and sweet potatoes, which I love sweet potatoes, I love beef, so I look forward to that every night. And yeah, honestly, it's all really just about making things repeatable, making things something you can do consistently. Otherwise, it's always gonna feel like work, it's always gonna feel like a challenge. So I think all I have to say for today. And yeah, we got a pull day tomorrow, some back work, some biceps, some rear delts, and then push day on Wednesday. So excited to see how that's gonna go. Everything's moving in the right direction, weight's moving in the right direction, getting some good size, and just losing some belly fat down here at the bottom of the abs, trying to just button things up before we start to grow in the spring. So, Bo Alexander, Adapt Fitness, Dallas, Texas. Bye.